this. Now, where do we go from here? It's a short week this week and an important one because we have FOMC announcement on Wednesday. This FOMC announcement is going to be very major, so please do keep attention to that. Now, I talked about this very important liquidity level here, and you have to pay close attention. If we have more downsides, the 20-day moving average, you want to see more structure that starts to form right here. Now, at this point here, you have to understand where we at. We were talking about this very beautiful yellow rhythm that was tapering here, and we had several instances of it trying to break out, and you see how it broke out here, and we are now in this very beautiful orange continuation structure here. So if you want to see more downsides, you have to wait for the orange to start building more liquidity, as well as the yellow to start creating a certain structure, preferably with the 20-day moving average as it continues to head down here. Now, otherwise, we may want to wait for cups to start closing near to that 594. By then, we will retest the 20-day moving average, and you see how we can have another structure here beautifully on the way down. So pay close attention to that, especially your selling continuation structure here in that green and orange. Absolutely beautiful. Now, we talked about this particular level here where the yellow liquidity and that 20-day moving average, we've talked about that for weeks. I want you to be reviewing previous videos, understanding our thought process day by day, how we think, how we analyze, and how we got here to where we are. This is through very deliberate planning every single day. Very diligently, you have to continue to do the work and to reach this certain point, and you're always prepared no matter what, because look, you're trying to find profits in the charts. You don't care where this is going. I want you to look at profits here, not look at where this is going up or down. You have a deeper understanding when you can be looking at profits, when you can be looking at imbalance, more than just thinking whether this is going up or down. I want you to train that. And as you watch my videos every day and you trade with me every day, you will change a different perspective about trading, and from there become more profitable than you can ever imagine. So please continue to stay on here. Now, if this wants to go up, you have to understand where the liquidity is going to come from, and that will come from this magenta. So pay close attention. We are still in that orange, so you want to be looking out for that very important liquidity here. Firstly, from that 5-day moving average of that 600 yellow, I want you to pay close attention to this very important liquidity level here, and subsequently from that green rhythm as well, near to where the yellow and 600 and pink 601 here. So pay close attention to these two levels, especially as we draw nearer to FOMC on the 18th. This is going to be very important. Pay close attention to that. Otherwise, you can always wait for cups to close, and that 602 and 604 yellow, remember that. I talked about that very, very, very importantly, how you must wait for structure to form at the 600 yellow, 602, 604. This is where the liquidity is. So if we need a microstructure after retesting 604 to soak up the sellers, look for the green and magenta before this wants to head up here. So pay close attention to that, and most importantly, do not overtrade until Wednesday, because we do have a possibility of a liquidity wedge right here. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to the dominant rhythms here, especially this orange. And if we do start gapping down very heavily when the market opens on Sunday evening, I want you to pay close attention on that green or orange right here. So you have to pay close attention to these levels and where the cups can close. Very importantly, pay very close attention to all these liquidity levels. Most importantly, this particular orange here. This zone here, you want to pay close attention. Market can very easily gap down here, so you just have to keep in mind. Otherwise, this yellow and this green here, very, very beautiful. Pay close